shaking, drinking all this coffee. This last few weeks I've been exhausting.
Hello everyone, let's take a look at this Chanel style single shoulder bag. How to crochet this bag. Find the thread end and and the crochet hook we use here is a 3.0 crochet hook. Start from the index finger and wind the thread. Use your middle and thumb to hold the alternating point to start the stitch. When we start the stitch here, we use the locking stitch method. Hook the needle around to form a loop. Then hook the thread out of the loop. This way, the thread end is fixed. The loop on the hook does not count as a stitch. Then hook the thread out. Here is a V-shaped, represents one stitch. Here is done. This is the first stitch. After hooking, you can use a mark to hang it here. Hang it on the braid side here. This is the first stitch. When we start the needle again, a total of 42 stitches are needed. The V-shaped represents one stitch. The tension of the stitch is right, not too loose or too tight. This V-shaped represents one stitch. 1, 2, 3. Here we already have 3 stitches, a total of 42 stitches. The total number of stitches is 42. After the needle is picked, then we go back here. Go back to the 4th stitch. Here is the first stitch for long stitch, the 2nd and 3rd stitches. Then go back to the 4th stitch. The 3 stitches we go back to also count as a long stitch. Start from the 1st stitch at the top. Mark it with a marker. 1 to 3, go back to the 4th stitch and hook a long stitch. Hook the needle, wind the thread, and insert it on the side. Hook out the front 2 loops of the yarn and leave the last 2 loops, and hook out the remaining 2 loops. This is a long stitch. The 3 locked stitches here also represent a long stitch. Then on this end, there are 2 long stitches in the same hole. Then, in the next stitch, hook a long stitch and continue crocheting. Before crocheting a long stitch, wind the hook. Then pick up the braid from the next stitch. Insert the hook from one side and hook it out. And hook out 2 loops again and make a long stitch in 1 stitch until you reach here, until you reach the stitch marked by the marker. Okay, here is the marker button. In 1 stitch of this row, hook a long stitch. The marker is the last stitch. Then in this stitch, we need to crochet. We need to crochet 3 long stitches. Then here is the corner. We need to crochet 3 long stitches in this stitch. This is the first one. 2nd stitch. The 3rd one. And the 3 long stitches are done. After crocheting, then go to this side again. Turn it over. The first stitch here. 3 long stitches are crocheted in this stitch. When we crochet here again, we need to go into this stitch. If it's not clear here, pull the side of the thread here a little bit. Pull it a little. We are crocheting in this stitch. And then when we crochet again, we start from here. To hook the stitch here and insert the hook. After inserting, place the thread end above the hook. Then when we crochet, press the thread end into the hook. Then hook the first stitch. This is the first stitch from the side. Then wind the thread around and pick up the rest. And put the end of the thread above the hook. in the same stitch and hook a long stitch and hook the remaining side. Keep crocheting down until here. Okay, after crocheting this row, and here is the last stitch of this row. You can see this is a slip stitch. The stitch here. This is a long stitch. Okay, this is the second stitch. It's the last stitch from the side of this hole. In this way, we have completed this round. Here we crochet an extra stitch on the last stitch and 3 long stitches at the corner. Then we have 3 front stitches on this end, which represents a long stitch. Then go back to the 4th hole in this one, which is the front 3 lock stitches, and this long stitch are in the same stitch to crochet. Here we have 2 stitches. Then add this stitch at the end here and 3 long stitches at the corner. Then we pick up the stitch marked with the marker. Then pull up the loop. Remove the marker, insert the hook, wind the thread, and directly hook the loop on the needle. This is how we connect them. This is the corner on this side and is finished. In this way, we've completed the crochet of the bag. Next, we will crochet the bag body. When crocheting the packaging, I'll teach you. Stand up stitch. To make a seamless standing stitch for long stitch, we loosen it a little bit here. Just a little bit. Not very long. Just loosen it a little. Press the loop. Okay, hook needle. Turn it around like this. And wrap the thread. Come out from under the loop. After hooking it out, hook the 2 loops on the hook through the thread. Okay. Then hook another slip stitch and mark it under this slip stitch. This is the seamless standing stitch. After hooking it up, it is very similar to a long stitch. Then we need to crochet another slip stitch. We need to leave a stitch empty here. Then in the next stitch, make a long stitch. This stitch is the seamless slip. It's the first stitch here. This is the first stitch. It is also a long stitch when crocheted on this one. Then leave the second stitch empty here. From the 3rd stitch to hook a long stitch. Hook a long stitch. With the hook and thread, after hooking, hook a slip stitch for spacing. Then leave a stitch empty below and hook a long stitch from the next one. Then go all the way around. The rule is 1 lock stitch, 1 stitch gap, and a long stitch. 1 lock stitch, leave a space below, and a long stitch. Repeat this pattern to finish the round. Here I will tell you at the bottom of the bag, there are 80 long stitches in total, plus the 3 lock stitches in front. 3 lock stitches also represent 1. After you finish crocheting, you can count them. Count from this stitch and the whole circle. There are 80 long stitches in a circle. That's right. Okay, this round of crocheting is done. After crocheting, the last group, after we finish 1 long stitch here and end with a slip stitch, then leave a stitch empty. You can see that. There is still a V-shaped here in front. This V-shaped stitch is the previous round's slip stitch. Don't worry about it. This is the last stitch here. One stitch in the gap. This is the slip stitch. Ignore it. And then after a slip stitch, we go into the stitch of the marker and unfasten the marker. Hook the needle in and hook it out. Pull the hook directly through the loop on the needle. In this way, the first round we have completed, then we'll crochet the second round. The second round standing stitch is also seen. Lift the crochet hook loop a little bit, just a little bit, then wrap the thread around. Hook it out like this. Hook it out and wind the thread. Hook 2 loops. After hooking it out, hook a slip stitch. The marker is mark the stitch of the slip stitch, which represents a long stitch. Then hook a slip stitch. Then hook a long stitch. When we are crocheting long stitches here, we are crocheting. Hook the needle first. From the long stitch of the previous row, we can see it's not from the hole above, but from here, there is a V-shaped 2 lines here, and then insert the hook from here. If it passes through the back, there are 2 lines on the back. The long stitches are hooked out like this. Each row is straight up, not diagonal. Not diagonally. After crocheting a long stitch, crochet a slip stitch. Then do the same for the next stitch. And crochet the long stitches we crochet later are the same from the long stitches of each round. This dense long stitch, if it's really is from here, between enter the needle from the middle of the 2 lines. Then on the back, there are 2 lines. Hook long stitches and slip stitches, and then hook again. Hook needle. The hook method of the packaging is the same at the back. We're hooking the second row here. A total of 12 rows need to be crocheted. After hooking like this, hook it to the glue button here and look at the last set of the loop. After the hook is done, then hook a lock pin. Then go to this marker buckle to pull. After the promotion, the second circle here is completed. Pull out the hook. This upright pin for each lap in the back. Both use seamless stand-up, winding directly, winding and hooking out. Then hook out 2 coils. Hook another lock pin. Hang the marking buckle on this pin of the lock needle. Then hook another lock pin. Repeat in turn. The long hook needle goes into the needle from the middle of the 2 threads. A lock needle is crocheted down repeatedly. A total of 12 hooks like this. After crocheting the 12th lap, then look at the back body part here, and it was done in 12 turns, up toady. And then we remove the mark clasp on this lock pin. Last stitch. Then insert the needle into the lock pin hole in front of it. The winding is hooked directly over the coil on the body. Lift the thread a little longer and cut it. This completed. After you take a look at it here on both sides. Here on both sides, here on both sides. When we were hooking. Yes, you need to start hooking this retractor. Hook it up. Here, the thread part is cut. Hook the thread to the back. Or use a pin to it. Thread to the back. And then thread. Hide it a section from under the crocheted coil. Press it inside. Press it in like this. The thread is pressed inside for an extra step. We'll mark it with a marker button first. We have this here on both sides, 4 dots. And then we're counting here on the edge here. It's a long row of needles. And the same thing on the side. It's symmetrical on both sides when we count. Then pinch the edge space on both sides. Then the front 2 and the back 2. At the same time, count together like this. Here are 2 in a group. Move the two in a group to the middle like this to take the number. Then when I got here, the space in the middle is 6 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got it under our thumb here. This is the side. On the side we're going to hook. Same thing. We counted together here at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 holes. And this can be marked here with a glue buckle. Here is this side. The needle next to the 6th hole. Then the back is the same. Buckle it here on both sides. And the middle one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's all reserved for the position of 6 holes. Then when we hook, we need to hook this part and this paragraph here. All right, and we're going to hook this one, these 2 sides of the side. Go inside the needle in front of the mark buckle, needle insertion. Go right through it here. After wearing it in, take off the mark buckle. Stick this side of the thread to the back. Then the wire hooks out. After the hook comes out, we hook 3 lock pins here. 1, 2, 3. Lock pins. After hooking, crochet winding from next stitch, hook long stitch. It's the same with the long hook needle. Hook this encrypted long needle after inserting the needle. This end of the thread here. Put it on top of the crochet. When hooking, press it in and hide it. Long needle. Then there is a lock needle in the middle, and then the next needle is a long needle. It used to be crocheted normally here. It is the same as the front hook body part. A lock needle and a long needle. If you hook it to this seamless standing needle, crochet it after winding, then it's the same directly, just pass it through the middle. The thread is hidden for a distance and then cut off.